Okay, welcome back to the channel /ride/ whatever we're going to call this. In this video, I wanted to talk about the old saying, oh, these guys are coming rather fast. Oh, it was very nice of you, buddy. Distracted by near death. It's okay. That wasn't near death. Oh, no, near me. Making good men better. That's what I want to talk about today. It's the motto for Freemasonry around the world. I don't know if every country is using it, but definitely a few are. Australia we do. United Grand Lodge of Queensland has it as their motto. Making good men better. Is that a crappy motto? Is that true? Is there a better motto? Let me know. I'm interested. It's not going to change anything. I don't think it would anyway. But making good men better. Why in the world would they say that? I should probably go slow around this corner, right? Because forward drives. I have come down this hill before, so come the opposite way, and cars were driving on the wrong side of the road. Just like I am now. Okay, so making good men better, it's in the obligation. So in your first degree obligation, we are referring to that. And I'm not going to recite the obligation because I'm not here to give away Masonic secrets, but it's the first part. It's like the first paragraph of your first degree obligation. Well, it's in our Scottish one that we do in my mother lodge anyway. So we're inferring that, and that's where we're talking about how monarchs for hundreds of years have been Freemasons. And that's about all I'm going to say about that. So why is it a saying? Why did they think it was a good enough motto to have for Freemasonry? And I guess probably because it's true. If you apply the teachings of Freemasonry to your life, it can't help but make you a better person. It's impossible not to become a better person by applying the teachings of Freemasonry to your life. So that's probably why. That's a good reason. And there is a saying you can find in a bit of scripture from the Bible that could be used as an analogy. Now, is it a good analogy for this? Maybe not. But it's got some good meaning to it. Where Jesus is referring to, or using the analogy of a farmer planting seeds. I'm not going to do it word for word. I'll do sort of my half-assed version of it. It's essentially saying a farmer grabbing a fistful of seeds and walking to the field. And some of those seeds may fall on rocks and just be burnt off and killed by the sun. Some may fall on the path and they'll be eaten by the birds. Some may fall on a thorny bush and they'll sprout briefly before they're killed off by the weeds. Sorry, had to focus for a second there. And then the ones that are sown in fertile soil will sprout and create heads of plenty of seeds or fruits, whatever you're planting, really. That's because they're cared for. And that's really an analogy I like for Freemasonry anyway, because you've got good men. You're going to make them better if they do the work themselves and they apply the teachings of Freemasonry to their own life. You can't extract good out of a bad egg, just as a bad seed is not going to fruit or grow. So you get a bad egg, you're going to try to extract whatever you can out of it. It's still going to be inherently bad. Good egg, you can make an omelette out of that. That's rather tasty. You can do good things with a good egg. So that's what we're getting at, I guess. I'll behave. I'm sorry. I'm not meant to be playing. I'm meant to be doing YouTube videos. Yeah. So that's why we're saying making good men better. It's impossible not to be a better person or a better man if you're applying what we teach in Freemasonry. Now, Why don't we accept bad people? Because couldn't we make them good? No. No, we're not going to try. We're not going to waste our time. Really, not even every good man should be or could be ready to join Freemasonry. You really have to make that internal choice yourself. And I've spoken about the level of consciousness or levels of consciousness already in this channel. Go watch that. My opinion, and it's just my opinion, ideally level 3 join Freemasonry, but doesn't matter what level you're at, you could join Freemasonry and you're going to grow anyway. But people need to make that decision first, and when your motto is making good men better, I mean, I don't think a bad person is going to want to join, which is good, which is fine, but we're not going to start trying to chip away at a bad person to convince them to be good. You've got to make that decision yourself. So it's a good motto, I think. Is it the best one that we could have for Freemasonry? I don't know, come up with a better one. I'm not going to. I've got no interest in coming up with mottos for Freemasonry. You got to have something, right? So it works. I think it works. I think there's something deeper in that to explore as to why it works. But yeah, look at this. This is why I go out riding. Look at that view. Is that not cool? I like it. Probably not a good idea putting the camera into the sunlight, is it? I'm not the best photographer, okay? I wouldn't even say I'm a good photographer or videographer or whatever you want to call this. This is just some idiot with a camera on a bike making videos talking about stuff that may upset a lot of people. So yeah, making good men better. I like it. What are your thoughts? Do you think it should change? Do you have a better motto? Do you agree with it at all? I tend to agree with it. Yeah, I don't think there's much else to say really on that. It's a short motto. I think it's true. Anyway, that's enough for now. I'm going to behave and go very slowly down here in case there's cars on their way up. It's still early in the morning and a lot of hikers like to go up there and go for a bit of a hike, so you can get a fair bit of traffic up this narrow road. I will actually add this before I shut off the video. I know, like Brad kept saying, stop the video multiple times. I'm an idiot. It's okay. I'm not an authority by any means on Freemasonry or any topic that I speak of. This is just me with my opinions, my ideas, my thoughts, and I don't expect everyone to agree with it or anything I say. If anything, I encourage people to disagree with me and put their opinions up, because that's the way you learn. I'm not a closed-off person where it's just my way or the highway. It's good to have discussions. It's good to hear other points of view, what other people think, what they believe, because that's how you grow. That's how you learn new things. That's how you evolve. I could believe one thing today and believe something completely different tomorrow, because someone has come up with another point of view, and I've researched it, and I've analysed it, I've thought about it. And that's the critical, oh man, my words are so bad, but that's the critical thing about life in general. Think. Challenge things. If you were to come to my house and watch a documentary with my wife and I, you would just shake your head and leave, because a 20-minute documentary would take us hours to watch, because we're continuously pausing it, stopping, chatting to each other about it, trying to make sense of it, how it applies, and then if that theory or opinion conflicts with something else, and then we're researching stuff, and then we'll press play again. Like, we're probably the most annoying people to watch a documentary with, because it takes forever. But we love it, we enjoy it. We like to challenge things. We don't accept just because one person said something that it must be true. You got to challenge everything, and challenge Freemasonry by all means. But don't blindly challenge stuff by just saying, well, someone else said this, or I typed this in Google and Google said this. That's not challenging stuff, that's just being lazy. Okay, now I'll shut the video off. Thanks for watching. If I don't see you in Lodge, I'll see you on the next video. Enjoy.